I'm gonna eat that.
No doubt, eating bugs instead of burgers and fried chicken doesn't sound like a great plan, but there really are a number of reasons why it may not be such a bad idea. Here are 10 of them. Number 10. There are almost 2,000 to choose from. Of the planet's 1.1 million identified species, more than 1,900 are reportedly edible.
Fresh, live tarantulas being cooked. They taste just like soft-shell crabs. They're sweet, they're nutty. It's incredible.
Number 9. It's a great way to get rid of pests. Garden bugs irritating you? Just eat them. On a larger scale, edible creatures that pose a threat to crop health could be gathered rather than deterred with pesticides, which could create jobs and cut down on chemical use and runoff. Number 8. Reduce waste. It's a grisly truth, but using only the parts of animals that yield steaks, roasts, breasts, and bacon results in a lot of discarded matter. Bugs have a greater number of edible body parts, resulting in a lower accumulation of refuse.
So it's like an ant caviar?
Yeah.
So they're the eggs?
This there. Look at this.
Number 7. Bugs drink less. Some of them are even resistant to droughts. Cows, on the other hand, are very thirsty creatures. It's estimated that the production of 2 pounds of beef involves over 10 gallons of water. Number 6. Farming them is more humane. Much of the world's livestock is kept in tight quarters, which makes for miserable, stressed out animals. Not only do small crawlers take up less space, they're not really affected by overcrowding. Number 5. They're nutritious. Some bugs pack more protein than fish or chicken and give beef a serious run for its money.
The UN says the composition of unsaturated omega-3 and 6 fatty acids in mealworms is comparable with that in fish.
Number 4. There's less risk of contracting a disease from one. Despite their filthy reputations, the edible insects of the world don't pose much of a danger to people. The same cannot be said for commonly consumed animals, particularly the ones that have been linked to the flus of the avian and swine variety. Number 3. Bugs adapt quickly. Unlike many plants and animals, insects don't have a lot of trouble when it comes to rolling with changes in climate and environment. That means fewer supply issues for farmers, gatherers, and consumers alike. Number 2. Not much special equipment is required to raise them.
Here, in the forest surrounding the village of Zheng, it's the grasshopper season.
Thus, farms of various scales can be established in a variety of places from urban to rural. That means more potential farmers, jobs, and product. Number 1. It's better for the environment. Livestock tends to eat a lot and isn't very efficient when it comes down to a resource consumption versus resulting edible product ratio. Bugs produce a much higher yield in respect to the food and water it takes to cultivate them. Would you ever consider eating a bug-based meal?